Friends, we will start from fancy Hopsek views, which is the last derivative among the other derivatives which we have taken in the last class, that is regular Warp-Trip, regular Wave-Trip, irregular Warp-Trip, irregular Wave-Trip, regular Hopsek, irregular Hopsek. And those Hopsek structures are also known as ordinary Hopsek structures or pure Hopsek structures. Pure Hopsek means we are not combining any other structures in the Hopsek structures. And that's why they are also known as pure Hopsek or ordinary Hopsek. But to get some fancy effects, sometimes we are combining rib structures along with the pure Hopsek or ordinary Hopsek structures. And the structures which are resulting from combining the rib structures along with the Hopsek structures are generally referred as fancy Hopsek structures or fancy Hopsek views. So whenever we are combining rib structures with pure Hopsek or ordinary Hopsek structure, it results in fancy Hopsek views or fancy Hopsek structures. So I hope this is clear. And what is the difference in Hopsek and rib? Can anybody tell me? Because that part already I have covered. What is the basic difference in rib and Hopsek as far as structure is concerned, as far as construction is concerned? Rib and Hopsek में basic difference क्या है? Nobody can answer. I have defined both the structures, rib structures and Hopsek structures. From the definition, you can differentiate these two. How we produce rib structures and how we produce Hopsek structures.
In rib, we extend only in one direction. Weave in only one direction, either vertical or horizontal. But in Hopsek, we extend it in both the directions.
Exactly, Urvashi. Very good. It's excellent answer. If we have to produce rib structures, we have to extend only in one direction. It means we have not to extend in the other direction. एक डायरेक्शन में हमें एक्सटेंड नहीं करना होता है और एक ही डायरेक्शन में एक्सटेंड करना होता है. बट Hopsek में हमें दोनों डायरेक्शन में एक्सटेंड करना होता है. तो using this concept of not extending in one direction, here we are constructing these fancy Hopsek views. And for the construction and for the easy way of construction, always remember that at some places we have not to extend the view in both the directions because these are Hopsek. Hopsek means extension in both the directions. So this structure will be constructed by extending the plane view in both the directions, but at some places we will not extend the plane view. And here we are taking this example of 3113 fancy Hopsek structure. Up to now we were taking only 2 numbers, but here I'm taking 4 numbers. It means we are comparing with the plane view constructed in 4x4, because here we are taking 4 ends and 4 peaks. And meaning of this is first end or first peak is extended by 3. Second end and second peak is extended by which number?
1.
1. 1 means no extension. 1 equal to 1. It means we are not extending here. Here 1 is extended by 3. So we can say really it is extending. First peak and first end is extending. The first end and first peak of plane view is extended. But second end and second peak of plane view is not extended. 1 will remain 1. And here again, third end and third peak of plane view is not extended. That again 1. And fourth end and fourth peak of plane view is extended. Are you getting this point? And you can understand with this example. Because size can be decided by adding the extensions. So 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3, it is 8. And in both the directions, because of Hopsek structure, so the size will be 8 cross 8. So we are selecting a size on graph paper equal to 8 cross 8. And then we, in the same way, here we are first making the brackets. according to extension. So first extension, first end and first peak of plane view is extended by 3. So here I'm making a bracket of 3. These 3 ends are grouped together, and these 3 peaks are grouped together. Extension of 3. But here I have only indicated one arrow, means it is not extended. Second peak is represented here. Second end of the plane view is represented here. Third end of the plane view is represented by this vertical line. Only one. It is not extended. So one line of plane view is equal to one line of this Hopsek structure. And this line is also one line of plane view. The third end of plane view is represented by this vertical space. And again, fourth end is extended by 3. So I am taking a group of 3 ends. Similarly here, 3, 1, 1, 3. So first show these brackets, these groups of ends and these groups of peaks. Then it will become more easy and there will be less chances of mistakes in construction. So now here you can say, here we have group of 3 ends. Group of 3 ends means they will work in the same order throughout the repeat. But correspondingly, we have to check the peaks. So here these 3 are crossing with 3. It means this square of 3 cross 3 is representing first square of plane view, and in that we start with 1 up, so all will be up. All 3 by 3 will be crosses. But now the group of 3 ends is crossing with 1 peak only. So this here, instead of square, this rectangle of 3 cross 1 is representing the intersection point of plane view, which is made by first end and second peak. और फर्स्ट एंड और सेकंड पिक का जो प्लेन व्यू का होता है वो ब्लैंक है, यहाँ पे भी तीनों ब्लैंक रहेंगे. काउंट दिस 3 is 1, this 3 is 1, this 3 is 1, but this is only 1. So this 3 cross 1 is representing one square of plane view, and this square contains blank in the plane view, weft up in the plane view. So all the 3 will be blank. Again, this 3 crossing with 1 peak. So this rectangle of 3 cross 1 is representing one square of plane view, which is made by first end and third peak, and that is up in the plane view. So all will be up. All these 3 will remain up. And then again 3 crossing with 3. And here in the plane view, we have blank or weft up. So all will remain blank. In this way, we will first complete the first group of 3 ends. This can be considered as 1 up. This can be considered as 1 down, 1 up, and 1 down. Then move on this peak. Now this is this end. This is single end, but crossing with group of ends here. So this rectangle of 1 cross 3 will represent intersection point of second end and first peak. And this is you can check in the plane view. It starts with blank, so all 3 will be blank. 1 crossing with 1. ब्लैंक के बाद क्रॉस आता है तो प्लेन व्यू में यहाँ क्रॉस. 1 crossing with 1 blank, 1 crossing with 3, but here we have cross, so all the 3 are cross. So you can say this is 1 down, this is 1 up, 1 down, 1 up. It will be considered as 1 up because it is extension of 3. That's why we are indicating on 3 squares. Otherwise it is indicated in plane view by 1 square, but 1 square is extended by 3. That's why here it is 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up. But 1 down is equal to 3. So it is 3 down because extension of 3 is there. Extension of 1 is there means no extension. So 1 up is indicated by 1 up. No extension. So 1 down is indicated by 1 down. Here again extension of 3. So 1 up is indicated by 3 up. Similarly here 3 up means 1 up of plane view, 1 down of plane view, 1 up of plane view, and this is 1 down of plane view. Similarly here, this 3 cross 3 start with blank, then 3 cross 1 crosses, 3 cross 1 blank, and 3 cross 3 crosses. And you can see this second group is exactly opposite of first one. Third group is exactly opposite of second one, and last one is opposite of third one. Endwise as well as peakwise. It means it is following the rule of plane view, that alternate order. This will be considered as 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, which is a plain view structure. In this way, you can construct fancy object structures. Another example you can note down for your assignment, that is 4114. 4114 fancy object. That will be constructed in 10 cross 10. There will be only one change. Instead of 3 extension, you have to take extension of 4 here and here. Otherwise, almost the method will remain same. One more variety of questions may be asked in the examination. It is not essential that it is extension of 3113 in both the directions. Sometimes it may be asked, take horizontal extension 4114, vertical extension 3113. Then the size will be 4114 horizontally, that is 10, 3113, that is 8, and the fancy object structure will be constructed in 10 cross 8. इस साइड में 4 का ग्रुप बनेगा, but इस साइड में 3 का ग्रुप बनेगा. That will be only change. So that also you can note down for your assignment. Construct a fancy object by taking horizontal extension of 4114 and vertical extension of 3113. Means construct a fancy object in 10 cross 8. I hope this is clear to everyone. Now, uses of rib structures and mat views. Rib views are used in gross grain cloths. जो हम ग्रेन अनाज वगैरह भरने के लिए जो क्लॉथ यूज करते हैं, gross grain cloths, matless fabrics, wrap cloth. Meanings you can see, you can Google and see the meanings, which is extensively employed for window blinds in the railway carriages and other vehicles. जो window blinds हम यूज करते हैं cars में, buses में या trains में, उनके लिए हम इसको यूज करते हैं wrap cloth को. Upholstering furniture, जो फर्नीचर के ऊपर जो हम कवर्स वगैरह में जो फैब्रिक यूज करते हैं, that is also generally constructed with rib structures. And cambric picket handkerchiefs, it's a special type of fabric constructed in plain view with very fine counts known as cambric, and that can be used for handkerchiefs. So these are some of the uses of rib structures. And mat views are used for variety of fabrics such as dress materials, shirtings, sailcloth, and duck cloth, which are generally used in navies, in ships, and these are the specific uses of mat views. So students, in this way we have covered our topic of derivatives of plane view. Along with this topic, I'm covering a few small topics which we have not covered with the drafting systems. We have only covered 2 drafting systems, straight drafting and skip drafting, along with the plane view. जब मैंने आपको plane view पढ़ाया था, तब मैंने straight draft और skip draft cover किया है. Now 2 more popular drafting systems are there, which we are going to cover today. One is satin draft, which can be constructed by taking the satin view as the base. Just satin view को जिससे हम construct करते हैं, उसी way में, उसी method of construction को follow करते हुए हम required hill frames में satin draft बना सकते हैं. For example, आपको satin draft 5 hills में बनाना है, तो you have to indicate a satin view in 5 cross 5, not satin, only satin view. If you have to construct a draft in 8 hills, satin draft in 8 hills, then take a size 8 cross 8 and indicate a satin view by taking suitable counting number of 3 or 5, and that will serve as the draft. So satin can be used as a view, satin can be used as a draft, and that drafting order is known as satin draft. The purpose of it is similar to skip draft. In one way, it is similar to skip draft, not completely. And the purpose is similar to skip draft in that each is used to reduce friction between adjacent ends. जैसे skip draft भी friction को reduce करता है ends के बीच में, तो हम satin draft को भी उसी purpose से use करते हैं. If we use satin draft as compared to straight draft, then friction between the adjacent ends, neighboring ends, will be reduced. That is the main purpose of satin draft. And that is the main advantage of sateen draft as compared to straight draft. So sometimes question may be asked, what are the advantages of advantage of sateen draft as compared to straight draft? So you can give this answer. The purpose of it is similar to skip draft in that both are used to reduce friction between neighboring ends. और अगर एंड्स के बीच में फ्रिक्शन कम होता है तो ब्रेकेजेस के चांसेस कम होते हैं. ब्रेकेजेस अगर एंड्स ब्रेकेजेस कम होते हैं तो लूम की एफिशिएंसी इंक्रीज होती है, प्रोडक्शन इंक्रीज होता है. एंड दिस इज अचीव्ड. कैसे हम ये ऑब्जेक्ट अचीव करते हैं? दिस इज अचीव्ड बाय स्टैगरिंग द एंड प्लेसिंग. जो स्ट्रेट ऑर्डर में हम एंड्स को प्लेस कर रहे हैं उसके बजाय हम उनको सटिंग ऑर्डर में अगर डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दें, यानी कि हम उसको स्टैगर्ड कर दें, एक रेगुलर ऑर्डर के बजाय अगर हम उसमें स्टैगरिंग कर दें एंड प्लेसिंग में, तो ये ऑब्जेक्ट हमें अचीव कर पाते हैं. सो द थ्रेड्स आर नॉट लिफ्टेड इन द सेम ऑर्डर्स एज द हील्स आर रेज्ड. स्ट्रेट ड्राफ्ट अगर लेंगे तो थ्रेड्स की लिफ्टिंग वही होगी जो हील्स की लिफ्टिंग है. और क्योंकि हील्स 1 और 2 क्लोज है, 2 और 3 क्लोज है, 3 और 4 क्लोज है, 4 और 5 क्लोज है, और एंड्स भी 1 और 2 क्लोज है, तो जितने एंड्स क्लोज होंगे उतना उनके बीच में रबिंग के चांसेस ज्यादा होंगे. बट हम स्टैगरिंग करके एंड प्लेसिंग को चेंज करके हम क्या करते हैं, उन एंड्स के बीच में डिस्टेंस बढ़ा देते हैं, और उन एंड के बीच में डिस्टेंस बढ़ती है तो हमारा एंड्स के बीच में फ्रिक्शन कम हो जाता है. दैट इज द बेसिक कंसेप्ट यूज्ड फॉर sateen draft. Now you can understand this with the help of 2 examples I have covered here. This is a sateen draft indicated in 5 hill frames, and this is a sateen draft indicated in 8 hill frames. These are the 2 drafting systems, or 2 examples of draft I have taken for sateen with 5 hills and with 8 hills. And just to compare with straight draft, I have taken a straight draft along with this 5 by 5 draft of sateen so that you can compare it. So here you can see, just following the same method of construction as we have taken for sateen view in 5x5, taking 2 counting number, then taking 2 counting number, then taking 2 counting number, and then again taking 2 counting number. We have indicated the marks, and this will serve as the draft. This is in 8x8. So I take with the help of counting number 3, I have constructed this draft, and here this is serving as a draft, not as a view. And the point will be clear if you compare these 2 drafting. One is straight drafting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see first end and second end. Both are close neighboring ends, and the hill frame के बीच में भी दोनों में 1 और 2 में बहुत कम गैप होता, दोनों पास होती हैं. तो अगर they are moving together, sometimes if they are moving together, both are lifting together, then these ends will be very close to each other. And if these ends are very close to each other, chances of friction or chances of rubbing will be there. But here you can see, here the end number 1 is passing through hill number 1, but end number 2 is passing through hill number 4. 1 और 4 के अंदर बहुत डिफरेंस है, तो दोनों के बीच में एक डिस्टेंस आ गई है, उस वजह से 1 और 4 के अंदर कोई उन एंड्स के अंदर रबिंग के चांसेस नहीं होंगे. रबिंग के चांसेस होते हैं फर्स्ट और सेकंड में, नेबरिंग के अंदर. तो सेकंड एंड आप देखें यहाँ पे पास हो रहा है, तो रबिंग के चांसेस मिनिमाइज हो जाएंगे, बिल्कुल अवॉइड हो जाएगा. In that way, it is avoiding the chances of rubbing in, or it is reducing the chances of rubbing in. So this is about sateen draft. Another drafting system which we are going to cover is pointed draft. These, as the name suggests, because a sharp point is formed in this drafting system, and the views which are based on this drafting system are resulting in a point effect. That's why they are known as pointed draft. These are used only for views which are symmetrical about the vertical axis. Just like wave effect. एक स्ट्रेट लाइन में गए और फिर इसको आपने इधर घुमा दिया, जस्ट इधर जाके रिवर्स कर दिया. या डायमंड इफेक्ट, जो डायमंड इफेक्ट्स होते हैं वो भी सिमेट्रिकल होते हैं वर्टिकल एक्सिस में. तो जो भी डिजाइन्स, जो भी व्यूज सिमेट्रिकल हैं विद रिस्पेक्ट टू वर्टिकल एक्सिस, for that pointed drafts are preferred. It may be asked where the pointed drafts are preferred. Pointed drafts are used or preferred only for the views which are symmetrical about vertical axis, like wave defects, diamond defects, waved twills, or diamond views. This pointed draft is preferred. Why we prefer it? Then you can answer it. Main advantage of it is that it can produce large effects or large designs economically, which if produced with straight draft would require almost twice the number of hills. अगर उसी डिजाइन को हम स्ट्रेट ड्राफ्ट लेकर के बनाते हैं तो जो हिल फ्रेम की रिक्वायरमेंट होगी वो ऑलमोस्ट डबल होगी, नॉट एग्जैक्टली डबल बट ऑलमोस्ट डबल. एंड एज द नंबर ऑफ हिल फ्रेम्स is increasing, cost of the weaving is increasing, and as the cost of the weaving is increasing, cost of the fabric is increasing. So to produce economical effects, particularly for wave twirls and diamond weaves which are symmetrical about the vertical axis, we prefer pointed draft so that we can save, we can cut the cost, we can reduce the cost by reducing the number of hill frames. Here the method of construction is given, and there are 2 steps we are following, and a very easy method of construction is given. You are not to remember these steps, just to understand. In the beginning, I'm always taking the steps. So step number 1, the ends are drawn in straight order from first to last hill. जितनी भी हिल्स में आपको ड्राफ्ट बनाना है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपको 6 हिल्स में ड्राफ्ट बनाना है, तो आप क्या करेंगे, फर्स्ट एंड से स्टार्ट करेंगे और फर्स्ट हिल से स्टार्ट करेंगे, उसको इंडिकेट करना. फिर सेकंड एंड को सेकंड हिल से, थर्ड एंड को थर्ड हिल से, फोर्थ को फोर्थ से, फिफ्थ को फिफ्थ से, सिक्स्थ को सिक्स से. दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ स्ट्रेट ऑर्डर. तो पहले हम फर्स्ट से लास्ट हिल तक स्ट्रेट ऑर्डर में इंडिकेट करेंगे, एंड देन द ऑर्डर फॉर रिमेनिंग एंड्स इज रिवर्स्ड. और उसके बाद जो रिमेनिंग एंड्स जितने भी बच रहे हैं उसके लिए हम वहां तक जाकर के डायरेक्शन को रिवर्स कर रहे हैं. अगर हम लेफ्ट टू राइट गए तो नाउ वी विल मूव राइट टू लेफ्ट फ्रॉम द लास्ट हिल. और यहाँ आपको चेकिंग क्राइटेरिया जो ध्यान रखना है, जो पॉइंटेड ड्राफ्ट का जो लास्ट एंड होता है दैट मस्ट ड्रॉन थ्रू सेकंड हिल फ्रेम. जो पॉइंटेड ड्राफ्ट का लास्ट एंड है वो हमेशा सेकंड हिल फ्रेम से पास होगा. In that way, you can check the pointed draft कि आपने correct construction किया है या नहीं किया. And this will be more clear when we will take the example. And the first and the last hill carry only one end each, while all the other hills in the middle carry 2 ends each per repeat of the draft. And that's why the size of the pointed draft or the ends per repeat in the pointed draft can be calculated by using a formula 2n-2. Remember it. Ends per repeat for pointed draft can be calculated by using a formula 2n-2, where n is the number of hill frames. And to decide the size of a draft, we require ends and hills. So if hills are given, that is suppose 6 hills, then 2 into 6 minus 2. 12 minus 2, that is 10. It means the draft will be indicated in 10 ends and 6 hill frames. So it will be indicated in 10 cross 6. In that way, you can decide the size. So always remember, EPR can be calculated by number of hills by using a formula 2 into number of hills minus 2. ये -2 क्यों कर रहे हैं हम? क्योंकि फर्स्ट और लास्ट हिल से केवल एक एंड पास हो रहा है और जो बाकी हिल्स हैं उनसे 2 एंड पास हो रहे हैं. तो बाकी हिल से 2 पास हो रहे हैं इसलिए हमने डबल कर दिया. पर फर्स्ट और लास्ट से क्योंकि एक पास हो रहा है तो हमने फर्स्ट और लास्ट का, एक फर्स्ट का और एक लास्ट का 2 माइनस कर दिया. इन दैट वे वी आर गेटिंग दिस फॉर्मूला. नाउ यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस एग्जांपल. फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम टेकिंग 6 हिल फ्रेम्स जो मैंने अभी लिया था. तो इफ यू कैलकुलेट 2n-2, 2 into 6 minus 2, that is 10. So this will be indicated in 10 ends and 6 hills. So I have taken a size 10 cross 6 to indicate a pointed draft in 6 hill frames. So yes, friends, you can see as per the step, first move from first end and first pick, start from here, the first hill, first end from first hill, second end from second, third from third hill, fourth from fourth, fifth from fifth, sixth from sixth, straight order. क्योंकि 6 हिल्स तक ही है तो यहाँ आके स्टॉप करना है एंड देन आपको डायरेक्शन रिवर्स करना है. रिवर्स का मतलब 6 के बाद क्या आएगा? अगर रिवर्स करते हैं तो 5, 5 के बाद 4, 4 के बाद 3, 3 के बाद 2, and this is fulfilling our condition. Last end is passing through second hill. It means we have constructed a correct pointed draft in 10 cross 6. Its application we will take later on. Here we have taken just the method of construction. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Otherwise, I am taking one more example. Is it clear? No question. Anytime. Okay. Here I have taken another case of. Here I have taken another case of pointed draft. Yes, Urvashi, do you have any question?
Yes sir. सर इसको ऑर्डर नहीं दिखेंगे क्या कि क्या ऑर्डर है? कोई से भी मतलब एंड को पास कर सकते हैं क्या?
ऑर्डर इज स्ट्रेट ऑर्डर. पहला एंड पहली हिल्ड से, दूसरा एंड दूसरी से, तीसरा तीसरी से, चौथा चौथी से. दिस इज फिक्स्ड सिस्टम, फिक्स्ड ऑर्डर. फर्स्ट से लास्ट हिल्ड. फर्स्ट हिल्ड यहाँ पर लास्ट हिल्ड क्या है 6, क्योंकि हम 6 हिल फ्रेम ले रहे हैं मैक्सिमम. अगर 6 हिल का ड्राफ्ट बनाना है पॉइंटेड ड्राफ्ट, तो 1 to 6 पहले आपको स्ट्रेट लेना है बिना कुछ भी सोचे समझे. कोई दिमाग नहीं लगाना आपको. 1 to 6 स्ट्रेट जाना है और फिर बिना दिमाग लगाए आपको रिवर्स कर देना है और चेक कर लेना है दिमाग लगा के कि लास्ट एंड सेकंड हिल से पास हो रहा है या नहीं. अगर हो रहा है तो आपने करेक्ट बनाया. इसका एप्लीकेशन जब हम देखेंगे तब आपको ये और ज्यादा क्लियर होगा. व्हेन यू विल स्टडी वेव ट्विल और डायमंड, दैट टाइम इट विल मोर क्लियर. एक केस और हो सकता है, थोड़ा सा बारीक केस है ये, इसको ध्यान से समझे. आप पहले वाले केस में मैंने ऐसा लिया था कि EPR इक्वल टू 2n-2, तो साइज आया था 10x6. बट समटाइम्स यू विल फाइंड पॉइंटेड ड्राफ्ट इन सच ए साइजेस व्हेन द EPR इज नॉट इक्वल टू 2n-2. फॉर एग्जांपल सी हियर 12x6. 6 के अकॉर्डिंग EPR कितना होना चाहिए? इफ नंबर ऑफ हिल्स इज 6, व्हाट शुड बी द EPR? 10, जो हमने प्रीवियस केस लिया है. बट यहाँ पे आप देखिए हमने 12 लिया है. इट मीन्स EPR इज नॉट, इफ EPR इज नॉट इक्वल टू 2, ये मैंने यहाँ लिखा, इफ EPR इज नॉट इक्वल टू 2, देन हमें क्या करना है, हमें इसका पॉइंट ऑफ रिवर्सल कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा. फिर हम थोड़ा पॉइंट ऑफ रिवर्सल को चेंज करेंगे. पहले हमने क्या किया, 6 हिल फ्रेम पे जाके 6 एंड पे जाके हमने रिवर्स कर दिया. अब हम 6 पे जाके रिवर्स नहीं करेंगे, हम पॉइंट ऑफ रिवर्सल कैलकुलेट करेंगे. और उसी को मैंने EPR इक्वल टू 2n-2 के फॉर्मूले को चेंज करके 2k-2 कर दिया, जस्ट डिफरेंशिएट करने के लिए कि n वहां पर पॉइंट ऑफ रिवर्सल था. सेम 6th हिल पे हम रिवर्स कर रहे थे, बट अभी हमें 6 पे नहीं करना है, इसलिए मैंने उसको k नाम दे दिया है, 2k-2. और मैंने यहाँ पे k कैलकुलेट किया क्योंकि आपको EPR पता है यहाँ पे 12, तो 12 यहाँ पे रखा और मैंने कैलकुलेट किया तो 7th आया. यानी कि हम 6 पे रिवर्स नहीं करके हम 7 पे रिवर्स करेंगे. 7 पे रिवर्स करने का मतलब क्या हुआ, हम 1 to 6 तो स्ट्रेट जाएंगे ही जाएंगे, 7 पर भी हम स्ट्रेट रहेंगे. स्ट्रेट का मतलब 6 के बाद क्या आएगा, अगेन 1 2 3 4 5 6. अगर आप क्लॉक पे काउंट करते तो 12 के बाद 1 आता है वापस, तो 6 के बाद अगेन 1 आएगा. एंड देन वी विल रिवर्स. 1 के बाद वापस 6 5 4 3 2 एंड लास्ट एंड इज पासिंग थ्रू सेकंड हिल. तो थोड़ा सा ये ट्रिकी है. ओनली पॉइंट ऑफ रिवर्सल को हमने शिफ्ट किया, 6 के बजाय हम 7 पाए. क्यों? क्योंकि EPR इज नॉट इक्वल टू 2n-2. If EPR is equal to 2n-2, then very simple method you have to follow, जो कि हमने पहले वाले एग्जांपल में लिया था. But if EPR is not equal to 2n-2, तो आपको थोड़ा सा ये चेंज करना पड़ेगा. आपको पॉइंट ऑफ रिवर्सल k कैलकुलेट करना पड़ेगा और उसके अकॉर्डिंग इसको शिफ्ट करना पड़ेगा. तो 7th एंड तक हम स्ट्रेट रहेंगे, फिर हम रिवर्स करेंगे. And in that way you can construct any type of pointed draft, either it is